The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Yellow, 180. What's that? 15. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
49 to Mike, Mark 49. Go.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They complete it to Hill. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the safety creep. 80.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mike, three. Mike. I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears. Hey, quarter.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Emmanuel Agba drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Line. Hey, 15. 52 to Mike, boy. 52.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Set. 180. 53. Mike. We own it. 80. Rush in.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got nothing today.
Toss play to Balaj. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
180. Say, alert. I'm scared. Alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Check 31, check 31.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Come to my world. Hey, wahoo. 80. Watch out, watch out. Right.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get with. Let's get off the field. Shoot.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Williams on the catch.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give running right, Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Hug, hug. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You got to get to the bugs. Monday. Check 43.
Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the toss play, this is Drake. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, high 7.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, 57, 57. Watch 49. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yellow, yellow. Arms go blue, lady. Watch tight. Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight is right. Out. 3 down. Out. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Hey, echo. 53 is the mic. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Check. 53. Monday. Check. 53 is Mike.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there was a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
On first down, Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
53's mine. I'm trying to collect. Monday. He's checking credit.
Play action here with Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
53, Mike, 53. Drop deep.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He dumps it off to Drake. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an
There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They fake the give, now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The end result, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
53 is the mic.
Bravo.
All day, just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Middle.
At their 48-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On first and goal, Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
53 is mine. Check 50.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. It's a party now. Whoa.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fella's got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Check safety. Check safety.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rosen will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Zoo. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Now this throw caught left side, and he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And again, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16.
First down, Kansas City.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Get the ball.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
53, Mike, I got you. Check.
Back to throw. Hoffman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 12. 19-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I'm coming after you.
Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Butker's kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Deep rip.
From the gun, Hoffman. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete, as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Parker unable to get that one, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Hoffman. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete, with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. I'm going back to you. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now in desperation. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.